live on there.
This is weird. I'm usually like,
Okay. Michael's mic.
Michaela's mic.
Awesome. Well, hello, Michaela Todd.
Hello, Michael
And hello,
Jenkins.
everyone out there. This is weird.
This is very weird. Like, I don't know where to look.
Just look at me.
Okay, cool.
And then if you want to make like
But
a
I'm
statement. If you want to make a statement, just like look at your eyes. Because they're really here for you.
It's strange because I'm not used to... It's kind of like when you get used to wearing a mask in public. Like, you don't know what your face looks like. And now, like, I'm not used to having a camera on me when we do a podcast.
I like the podcast being like secretive. Like, no one knows what we look like.
You
well, I mean,
don't
everybody
know what
knows
we
what
look
we
like.
Yeah. But now you can see what we do when we're sitting here.
But we're a little more presentable today because we're on couches. Usually I'm like sprawled out on the floor trying to get low enough for my mic.
Yeah, and I'm sitting on the floor on like 7 cushions.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, first video podcast.
First video podcast.
Slowly taking over the internet.
Yep.
YouTube, Instagram. Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Facebook.
Do you like what you see? I hope you do.
I wore a hat because I don't feel good with my hair.
And I was trying to fix my hair, and I put dry shampoo in my hair, not realizing that it was brown dry shampoo, so my whole face was covered in brown, like, powder.
I didn't know that you can get colored dry shampoo.
Yeah, it's so that, like darker, you know how, like, regular dry shampoo will you'll see it like a white cast?
Uh-huh.
It's like that, so.
Oh. I had no idea.
It matches, but I did not get it in my hair. I got it all over my face. So.
You remember on Full House when Uncle Jesse made that no more sticky face cream?
Yeah, that's what I needed.
Yeah.
But I didn't have that. It's okay.
I think those are actually
I just
available. I think it's a thing.
Probably. I think they use that in the salons. Like when you're getting like...
I think so.
Like for like brides and stuff to cover their like...
Oh, true.
Makeup.
True. Yeah. I got you.
I don't know, that's true.
Michaela.
Yeah.
It was your birthday.
It was my birthday. I know, I'm a little geezer now.
When was it?
The 22nd.
Thursday? Is that Thursday?
Thursday, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
I know, I'm old now.
28?
24.
24.
21.
My favorite is every year I always tell Michaela that I wish her happy birthday, but it's like the year after, like, happy 29th birthday. She's like, don't.
But I still, when people are like, how old are you? I'm like, 19. I'm like, no, I'm not 19.
Yo, I have no idea where those years went.
I don't know. Like, I'm getting to the age where, you know, when our parents are like, I don't know how old I am. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Where I just don't know how old I am.
I have no idea how old. Actually, the last time I think I remember knowing how old my mom was, I think she was 36.
I still have to count back and, like, do the math to figure out how old my parents are.
Yeah.
And it's getting to that age with myself. I'm like, 20?
Carry the 4.
19.
Carry the 4, multiply by pi. Dessert. That's what we're getting.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fun. I went to a little cottage.
Oh yeah.
And that was a lot of fun.
You were right on the lake too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were at 6 Mile Lake. I think is what it's called, Muskoka. We did like a lot of tubing.
I haven't gone tubing in so long.
Yeah, it was. Oh, and we have a visitor. He's like, hi. Just wants to be part of the video podcast. No. But yeah, went tubing. It was a lot of fun. Tubing hurts your body. Tubing is a very physically abusive
I mean, when was
activity.
the last time you were dragged through the water by a machine? Like, it doesn't...
I'm like...
Even as a kid, it doesn't make sense.
Like, I remember it being fun, and, like, you just fall into the water. No, you're smacking the water, and every limb hurts in your body. So I have bruises all over.
Yeah.
From it.
I just remember when I used to go tubing, The only thing that would really be sore would be like my arms from holding on the entire time.
Yeah. And anything water really scares me now because of like all these horror stories I've seen of like people's like arms getting ripped off from like.
Ew.
Do you know what I mean though? Like if you hold onto a rope too tight, you're just like.
What? Or if like they go like they
Yeah.
right off the
So
hop,
I was
it's
always like, make sure you don't go before. I don't want my limbs to be like ripped off.
I don't want to lose a finger.
Yeah. So I did not lose a finger.
Good.
Success.
Good. We have video footage to prove it.
I have them all. I have no leg. I do. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Good. You took time off work to go.
Yeah, and
Good
it went
for
by
you.
way too fast. I took 4 days off.
Those times always go by so fast. See, I feel really bad right now because like I know I should have a job and I know I should be like looking a lot harder to get a job. It's just I don't know. I'm so like trigger shy. I'm like I don't know if that's what I want to do. I don't know if I want to go back to serving or if I have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or what if I get a job serving and then all of a sudden I get an interview for like a corporate job that I really want for like my last year of school and then really, you know, I could always quit. I understand that, but there's always like that burning a bridge before you even built it that you're like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Have you applied to anything?
Yeah, I applied to 2 or 3 positions with different agencies.
Mhm.
So I'm like, I don't know. But it's funny because like a lot of the job descriptions that are out there, it's like, you have to do this and this and this. And I'm like, oh yeah, I totally know how to do that. Like I really do. And then like the title of the position is like something outlandish. And I'm just like, oh, that sounds scary. I don't know if I can do that.
I don't know how to do that.
Even though I just read the job description, I'm like, yeah, I know how to do that. It's so frustrating. I'm just scared.
And have you applied to like any server jobs too? Like, are you doing both?
No, and I know I should be looking for a server job because coming into the fall, there's going to be a lot of students coming back, and those positions are not going to be
And
available.
everyone will be off of EI.
Exactly. And also, like with students and everything coming back to the city, I don't know if they're going to be coming back to the city because I still think there's going to be a lot of classes that are not in, like that are in person.
Yeah.
Or a lot of classes that are not in person. So I'm like, are they going to be coming back to the city?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm also really afraid to start a job and just be like, hey, I'm full time for 3 weeks, and then as of September 1st, I'm only available on this date, this date, this day, and not this day, and definitely not between these hours and this hours. And I really don't want to be here until 2:30 in the morning because I have class at 8 o'clock in the morning. So
you're
I don't
like-
want to be tired.
I can do Monday from 2 to 5. And they're like,
So I can work Monday from 1 o'clock until 1:15. Thank you. Oh, you can do 12 hours? No, 15 minutes.
Also, I think it's like, you don't want to apply to a job because you will get it because they need people. So you're like, you know, the second you send out that application, you're hired. And you're like, I don't want to.
I know.
Even I'm like, they're hiring. Maybe I should apply. No, I have no time.
I don't have time.
I don't have time.
Yeah. But I've really been living up my life for the summer.
I'm so jealous that you don't work
Work.
right now. I'm like, what are you doing today? Yeah, and what did you eat for lunch? What side did you get with that? And then what did you do after? Oh, and what did you wear? It's like living my summer through you.
I'm like, today I went and bought a sweater. Oh my god. I bought so many sweaters over the last while too. I'm like,
Mhm.
I need to stop. I'm a madman with sweaters.
Yeah.
I can't even wear them right now because it's too hot outside.
It's like
I'm
not
like, why do I
summer.
have this?
Yeah. And I'm like, I really need socks, and I never buy socks. Still
Yo,
don't have socks.
That's
so.
the one thing that winters is good for is socks.
Yeah,
is
I need to
because-
go on a little.
They fit.
Yeah,
They have to fit.
socks are easy. You don't have to fit anything, you know.
Life needs to be more like socks.
Mm-hmm.
Just fit.
Just fit. Pants. Pants are the worst thing to buy.
We will say this over and over again. No pants.
I hate pants.
I hate pants
Hate
shopping.
pants.
I hate shopping now.
Honestly, same. Unless it's like makeup or something, I'm like, yeah, this makes
Mhm.
sense.
Or sunglasses. Anything to cover up the anything that I have going on here.
Well, I would say sunglasses are great to buy because they fit, but they don't fit me.
Oh yeah, because you have the ear thing.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but whenever I put glasses on, they like fall forward because my ears sit too far back. or something like that. There's something up with my ears. So they have to like bend the
the
thing
arm.
back further.
Yeah, the thing that goes like this.
Maybe I just have far set back ears.
Is it? Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
you haven't had any luck with anything else. Why would your ears be any luckier?
Right? That's my luck.
So yeah, I honestly, this is so hard to do because there's cameras here. And
I know.
I'm not used to this. Also, you can see our living room. You can see our nice
Flamingo wallpaper.
flamingo wallpaper.
So the story behind this flamingo wallpaper, I have always wanted flamingo wallpaper in a bathroom.
Yeah.
But when I picture flamingo wallpaper in the bathroom, it's like a clawfoot bathtub and like really nice counters, and we don't have that. So it's like, we'll put it in our new apartment, and it still doesn't look like that. So I held on to it. And then we put it
For
here.
like 3 years.
Yeah, and I walked past a tattoo shop, and I was like, that's the wallpaper that I want. And I went in, and they were like, we're actually going to be doing another order. Do you want to join in? I was like, yeah.
Yeah, because you got like a big deal on it too.
Yeah.
They doubled the order and then they got paid, or they got charged less.
Yeah, so this is fun.
While we're talking about bathrooms, here's something that I don't understand. So you know how like every countertop that you go and see, like it's that fake press board and they put like the covering over
Yeah.
it, kind of like a laminate covering. Why do they always try and make it look like fake marble or something? Like, shouldn't there just be like a surface that's like, that's a countertop for a bathroom and that's the way it looks? Because then they have to get the siding covered, and then it always gets chipped off, and there's always a mess with it where water gets into it and bubbles and it just looks terrible.
Well, and wouldn't it just be cheaper to do actual marble?
I don't know. Marble's very expensive.
Or not marble, but like, you know what I mean?
Like a
Like they
stone.
end up getting like the cheap like plywoody kind of thing, and like over the years, like you said, like
Mold.
it does end up chipping and it molds. Yeah, like I feel like if they just bought the good countertop with them in the first place.
Yeah. Even just like fiberglass.
Yeah.
Just shiny fiberglass.
I saw a picture that someone posted of our apartment, and their kitchen looked totally different.
I saw that. Like,
I was
how
like,
did you get that?
How'd you get those knobs? They had like nice ones. I was like,
Oh,
aw.
fun knobs.
They like looked totally different. I was like, and even their counters looked like white. Unless they changed it. We messed up.
I would do white countertops.
Yeah.
Or maybe I wouldn't, because stuff burns and then it like turns like scorched.
I feel like, so when we got this apartment, we had like I want to say we were like the first 5 or 6 that got in to choose.
Yeah.
So they're like, you get to choose what apartment that you want.
But we only looked at 2.
No, we looked at 4. I think we were just really messed up that day. Like we were really anxious that the fact that we were moving, and like we went to see a bunch. I think we saw 4.
You're right.
And I don't remember anything. I remember getting down and she's like, okay, so what apartment do you want? I was like,
But they were
I
also
want the
like,
second one.
they're like, so which one do you want? Here's your lease. Goodbye. Like, it was so fast. Even like picking our.
We signed the lease before
we saw the apartment.
we saw the apartment.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It was scary.
uh,
That was a scary moment in my life.
so this is a scary moment. in my
Like- Yeah. I don't like to talk about it.
life. So anyways, we just got this apartment because we didn't know what to choose.
Yeah. Honestly, I think like when it comes to moving into the next place, like from here, I'm gonna be like the biggest stickler for like what I'm getting, because like I didn't realize until we moved into this place that we don't have a bathroom faucet for the tub.
And that was, okay, I love baths more than anything in the entire world. All I want to do is sit in a bathtub and stay there for hours. And I was like, oh, I'm so excited to move into this apartment because it's a clean, new bathtub and nobody's used it before. And it doesn't have a bathtub faucet.
And our shower head thing that we have for it is a water prevention, or a water to save water.
Yeah. I feel like we should get a new
A new shower.
a shower head. There we
Yeah.
go. A new water pouring
Spray.
device.
Sprinkler. A new shower
Shower head.
sprinkler.
A shower head. Because there are a couple that are like really, they have water pressure because we don't have very good water pressure.
There's no water pressure.
Yeah.
But there's also those ones that you can buy at like the stores where it's like it builds up pressure in the shower head, so that way when it hits you,
Is that like the one with the beads in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a cool one.
so that way we can still have water pressure, but still get. We would gain water pressure, but still preserve water, save
Yeah.
water, conserve water. All
Conserve
of
water.
those words.
This is super random, but on the topic of water pressure and saving water, our hydro bills look super expensive this month.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of our air conditioning.
How much was it?
It's like 130 versus like
$130.
50 or 60.
Oh my god.
Yeah, super weird. I didn't look into it because I just didn't care, but I didn't know if it was because of AC.
Do you buy it monthly?
Hmm.
I don't know.
Unless for some reason it doubled up, like maybe the last payment didn't go through. But I feel like it would have said like there's an outstanding payment.
I hate that. Honestly, I just forgot that we pay hydro because like you take care of hydro and then I got internet, and the internet and the hydro are usually like hovering
Mhm.
around the same.
Yeah.
And it's just annoying to text somebody, be like, "Hey, you owe me $35."
I know, and then it just
Like,
evens out anyway. I'm like, just get that. I'll just get those. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because of the air conditioning being on all the time.
maybe, but I had it running all summer last year.
Hmm.
Maybe
I don't know.
somebody's just
I'll have
out
to look
get
into
us.
it. But anyways,
Tune in next
that was the
time.
most exciting part of my week. Weird, the hydro bill. Interesting, a mystery.
You're like, put on your Sherlock Holmes hat, and you're just like ready to go with a magnifying glass. Everybody should have a magnifying glass for those opportunities, I think.
100%. I saw a crab magnifying glass.
Was it like a crab arm holding the glass?
No, it was just like the crab in the middle of the crab was a magnifying glass.
Ooh, that makes me uncomfortable.
It was kind of interesting.
I've always wanted to collect magnifying glasses. I think they're so pretty. Like you can get them
Yeah, they're
in
cool.
anything. And they're
But where
always
would you
in-
put them?
I don't know.
Because you can't really hang them on a wall.
Like I'd probably get like a china cabinet and like maybe do some matte black all around it so that sun doesn't shine through
I was
and
gonna
light
say.
the apartment on fire.
Because that would happen to me.
Yeah.
I'd be like, look at my magnifying glass collection, and then our whole apartment would be on fire.
You open the door and it's everything's dark. You're like, oh, maybe we don't go in there today.
Yeah.
Wasn't it on an episode of Modern Family when the fire tree or the Christmas tree lit on fire and they were trying to like prove who did it, but it turned out that it was one of those gems on the window that like magnified
Oh.
the sun and it lit the tree on fire.
Yeah. That's scary.
It happens.
Mm-hmm.
Window gems, no good.
Okay, well.
No good. So definitely not getting you that for your birthday next year. I want it. Yeah, no, I've always wanted magnifying glasses because I think you can get like all different kinds of handles.
Mm-hmm.
You can get like a pearl one. You can get like a horn. You can get like steampunk ones where it's just a bunch of gears. Like they actually
Yeah,
make them
that's cool.
really pretty. And like I feel like that's something that I would do well with.
Especially if you go to like antique stores and you can find like really cool ones.
Exactly, like pocket watches.
Yeah.
Pocket watches would be so much fun to collect.
That would be cool.
This
Yeah.
really just ages me with what I enjoy nowadays.
What would I collect? I don't know. I feel like something I could hang on a wall.
Yeah. My mom collects spoons.
Well,
I don't think she collects spoons. I think people just give her spoons.
give them to her.
Yeah, and thimbles. There's a lot of thimbles.
What do you do with those though? Like, where do you put them?
She has like these little cases that hang on her wall, and they're just like on display. But they have.
Does
like,
she leave them at the shop?
When I was younger, in my yesteryears, she just hung them on the wall in the hallway at home.
Oh, okay.
But there was like 30 in each. But they were all from like there's like Egypt and London and Paris, and some were like silver and some were made out of porcelain, and like they're all different kinds. Like they were a neat little thing, but
I guess I never thought that was like a thing that is just made all the time.
yeah, like spoons.
I'm gonna start sending her random thimbles.
She says that they're Mine and my sister's inheritance.
Oh no.
I'm
Maybe they're worth a lot.
I hope so.
Maybe some of them have like gold lining or something. Or like a gem.
Like the inside is just like a gem
Gold.
of some sort.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna inherit anything. I don't think anyone in my family has anything cool.
I don't think anyone in my family has anything cool. Baggage.
Sorry.
No, just joking. Just kidding, Mom. Yeah, but what if one day like you just woke up and you found out that you had like a great aunt
Mm-hmm.
and they had like a ranch. Okay?
Yeah.
And you just inherited this massive ranch.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking ranch dressing. Like we're talking like farm.
Full on
ranch.
farm.
Yeah. And you just have to like uproot your life to go to this ranch and like pick it up and go because it's a business, you know what I mean? Like people house their ponies there and like you.
I'd do it. I mean, if I had to be like a farmer or something, no, because I don't know how to do that.
I think being a farmer for livestock would be a lot of fun. I definitely would like be in those romance movies. Like the farmhand, but I was actually like the wealthy farmhand who like didn't want to hire anyone and give them the bad job, so I was just there shoveling poop.
But like, have you ever seen those documentaries of like what farmers actually do in a day? And it's like intense.
Oh yeah, I know what farmers.
So you would
do.
just stand there and you would just
Just pick my teeth with some straw. Yeah.
The farm would just continue on, and you're like, I don't really do anything. I would love to have a ranch with like just a bunch of
Dogs.
animals. I want a donkey,
Yeah.
a couple pigs, a cow, but they don't do anything. Like I just hang out with them. That's it.
You would have like story time where you just like go and sit in the middle and they all just gather around you.
I'd be like, yoo-hoo! And all my like animals just come in the middle. It'd be fun.
But the pig only comes and you go, Suey!
I would love to have a farm.
I mean, I would until like tax season. I think that's a really bad time to be a farmer is tax season.
But what if I just have a farm, but I'm not a farmer?
That's fair.
Yeah, like I'm inheriting my aunt's farm, pony farm.
But also, why wouldn't you know your aunt if she had a ranch? I don't get that.
I don't know.
This is a really bad story.
I'm still hoping that like someone in my family is just gonna be like, oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm really rich.
Just kidding. We're rich. You're actually a princess.
Be
Come on, let's get on the yacht.
like, you don't have to work anymore. I'd be like,
Fair. Okay, so this is like a moral dilemma kind of thing.
Mhm.
I thought of this because you were saying like, oh, we're actually rich, just kidding, get on the yacht. But
Yeah.
what if you found out that like your family was actually involved in like some criminal activities and that's why you were rich?
Ooh, drama.
Yeah, like I was talking to somebody the other day and they were on a dating app and they met someone and there was like, he's the one, he's perfect. I can't wait till like like they were just messaging online, like they didn't even see. Well, they saw each other's pictures, but they didn't meet in person yet. And then they found out that that person works for a tobacco company, and they love their job and they love doing it. And this other person that I'm talking to, he works in healthcare, so his job revolves around getting people not to smoke. But the guy that he's interested in wants people to smoke. Like, what do? Do you just like cut all contact right there because like it's never gonna work?
I mean, well, I don't know. That's like, is that something that he actually believes in, or is that just because that's his job?
In getting people to smoke?
Yeah. That's like being a lawyer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like having to potentially be on someone's side who you just don't.
It is really noisy right now. Sorry. If you guys could just turn it down just for a hot second, we're recording.
Wow. But yeah, having to be on someone's side who like
broke the law.
Yeah.
Killed someone.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being a defense lawyer for somebody who murdered someone, but they had the money to pay for you.
I know, and that's the thing. Like, it's still business at the end of the day.
Yeah. Like, I watch so many murder documentary. People put on their makeup and they tell murder stories online. That's what their jobs are. But there's people, like, the serial killers or people who have done wrong in the past. Like, they've, severely beaten their wife and kids and then, like, went on the run and, like, started a new life in Northern Australia. I don't know if that's actually a thing in Northern Australia, but... and then... like, Central Australia. Yes. But the cops found them, sent them to prison. They went to court, and they got off with like a mental illness thing, and they were released within a year and a half on good behavior from the mental institution.
Wow.
I was like, but if you would have done your research correctly, or if maybe somebody just... But then there's the whole like moral dilemma on it, because like, what if everything did look good on paper? What if, like, you can't prove what they're going to do in the future, but yeah, you're like, this is twisted. I don't know. Yeah,
like, being a judge, and having to decide that, like, do I let this person out early because they were good, but like, they could potentially murder more people, and if they do, it's on me.
Yeah. Well, and then even in like the states, like in those states that still have the capital punishment, like, how do you decide what somebody's crimes were severe enough?
Yeah.
Like, was one murder okay and like you just get life in prison, or is it like 2 murders and like you're on the rope?
That's a little too much for me. I'd fail. Like, I'd be like, first day on the job, I'm gonna let you out because you've been good, and then they just like murder everyone.
And then they show up at your doorstep at night. They're
like, I messed up.
They're like, thanks so much for setting me free. I brought you this bouquet of severed fingers.
And I'd be like, crap, I messed up.
That I got from boaters that got taken away too fast, and the rope took them off.
Yeah.
Oh, moral dilemmas.
Right?
Just can't.
And I'm like, should I take a day off? No, I can't. Oh, maybe I should. I can't.
I mean, we also talk about, like, people becoming judges, like, they can just do it tomorrow. Like, you're not just gonna, like, open up a Pepsi and check underneath the lid and you, like, congratulations.
I decided to be a judge.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with that. And just, I can't make decisions. I can't even decide, like, where I want to go for lunch.
True. Same.
I couldn't.
I'm at the point right now where I'm like, people are like, do you want to go for something to eat? I'm like, I literally just put food in the pan to cook. So
like, I can't.
I already took out dinner. Like, it's in the slow cooker. Like, I'm really bad for that.
You're adulting. Meal prep.
Meal prep. Well, because if I don't meal prep, I'm not going to eat.
True.
Also, if I
forget to eat all the time.
I'm really bad because all I do is drink water. And then, like, at the end of the night when I'm like, oh, I really wish I had something with flavor to drink.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to drink alcohol. I'm like, oh, man, if I just had soda water with some lemon, that would be perfect.
Just get a soda stream.
Yeah, but the only thing we have here is chamomile with that lemon. And it tastes so bad.
Is that, like, the only kind of tea you like, though?
Well, I also don't want caffeine at night. Even though caffeine doesn't affect me, and, like, this really isn't an issue for me, I'm like, too much caffeine.
I could have, like, 6 espresso and still be passed out on the couch. Coffee doesn't do anything for me.
One time I had 2 espresso in the morning before class because I ran out of coffee pods for the Nespresso machine. And so I had 2 espressos. And I had the worst anxiety of my entire life.
I get anxious, but I could still go to sleep.
I just sleep while crying.
Yeah. I'll be like anxious in my dream, but I can still sleep. I'll be like, so much work to do. The farm.
So much to do right now. The farm. Oh, the ranch.
The ponies.
The donkey's missing.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, I want to talk to you about your birthday.
Yeah.
What'd you do? Did you have fun?
I had lots of fun. You were there. Well, okay, so for my actual birthday.
The day of your birthday.
The day of my birthday, I came back from the cottage.
Right.
And then what did I do that night? I did something that night.
You went for dinner. No.
No, I didn't.
We stayed here and we played cards.
Yeah, we played cards. That was fun.
What was the first one? President?
President. And then Uno.
Uno. We love Uno.
Love Uno.
We love destroying relationships with Uno.
Uno gets me going. Uno brings out my...
It's my favorite side of Michaela.
And then on Saturday, which was like my friend birthday thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I had this whole thing planned. I never get to go to the beach. I never get to do anything because I'm working every weekend. When you work in a restaurant, you don't get weekends off. So I specifically booked off Saturday and I was like, I'm going to go to the beach and I'm so excited and I'm going to stay there all day and I'm not going to do anything else. And then it rained. The universe is like, no, honey, no. I don't want to go to the beach. So I didn't get to go to the beach. But we went to see a movie.
Mm-hmm.
First movie back since the
Last
pandemic.
summer.
Yeah, like
Last summer
not
we
last
went
summer.
to Tenet with your dad.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that happened.
And then before that we went to Birds of Prey.
Was Birds of Prey during the pandemic? Like, did we have to wear masks in the theater, into the theater?
I don't remember. No. Maybe? I don't know.
I remember that. But anyway, so that was good. It's nice being in a theater again.
Mhm.
I love watching movies.
Yo, I'm so bad at horror movies. Like, I wouldn't say A Quiet Place 2 was like a horror movie by any means.
Were you scared?
I wasn't scared, but like the suspense was so strong, and I do not do well with that. I don't like when things jump out.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much for me, especially because I'm such a comedy individual where like I enjoy laughing, I enjoy slapstick humor, like that kind of thing. I'll watch horror movies at home, no problem. Like that's totally fine.
I remember trying to get you to watch It for the longest time, and you were like, "No, I can't."
The new one.
Yeah. Did you end up watching the new one?
Yeah, we watched
Did
them
you
both
watch
here.
the second one?
Yeah, we watched them both here.
We watched the second one too?
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't that scary. Because they're floating in the end, right?
Yeah.
Because they float down there. Oh, I get it. Stephen King. Ah, you got me.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Um,
And then we went to Tilt, the arcade bar.
that's fun.
Yeah.
I realized that I really am not good at the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES. We played multiple games, and I did not do well at any of them. I was like, you know what? I don't want this anymore. I'm just going to drink.
I can't play skee ball for the life of me. I can't get it in any of the holes. It just comes back to me. So I'm still on my first ball, and it's just bouncing back at me.
And the person next to you is done. And
Yeah, and I'm
"Can
like,
you hang on?"
I can't get it in any of the holes, so.
I sunk it
Give
in
me,
the
like,
10,000 hole.
Really? I did
Yeah.
once, but that was it.
It's kind of like a great triumph. I feel
Mhm.
like that was like a hot moment in my history.
Yeah.
It's a Hall of Fame moment. That's what that is.
I really liked Whack-A-Mole, or Whack-A-Crocodile, I guess it
Oh,
was.
yeah.
But
I remember that one used to be at Rutgers when I was younger. I would go to Rutgers with my mom, and we would play that game. But there was a mallet. And
yeah.
when you would hit it, it would go,
I think
"Ow."
this one probably did, but maybe they didn't want you touching it or something.
No, I think they just lost the mallet, and they were
Oh.
expecting you to hit the crocodiles on the noses. But
It wasn't working very well.
no, I think there was a couple like burnout cords on it that like it wasn't registering when you would hit it.
Yeah.
'Cause some of them would do it, but yeah. So I had like 4 bites on me, but I was like,
Yeah, I was
did
like,
not.
it never bit me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to like Dave and Buster's or some like actual arcade place and
I've
just
never been.
play. Yeah.
I'm just afraid to go somewhere and have to spend the money on it because I know how expensive arcades can be.
Yeah.
Like even when we go to Duke's on Friend Street, there, it's $1 a play.
Mhm.
Like if you're not good
and
at
it gets
pinball,
you nowhere.
it's $25.
Yeah, that's
If you are good at pinball, $15.
It's like, have you ever gone to the rec room and like actually played the games?
no,
Because neither have I.
I would really like to, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm gonna take $100 to go play an arcade game somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't I just take that $100 and go to a casino and maybe double it? Adulting. Hi.
Because you can actually double it, I will lose all of it within like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
So either way, it's going down the toilet. Might as well play a game.
Put it all in. Set that sucker on max. Let it ride.
I'm also the worst at the casino because I'm like, that game has a dog. That's fun, and I just like go play the like dog game. It doesn't get me anywhere, but it's kind of fun to watch.
I actually
the
go for
dog.
the ones that are like a
dog.
television show that I like.
Mm.
Like Sex and the City. No, when I go, like when I was in Vegas, I mean, I also bet big,
Yeah.
right? Like I went there with a $1,000 budget. Like I let myself spend $1,000. So therefore, I'm sitting at a nickel, dime, or quarter machine, or even a loony machine or a dollar machine. I mean, it was the States. And it's still like $6 a spin. But
Yeah.
the thing is that your multiplier is so much higher. So if you win on a $6 spin, you're gonna win $80. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Yeah. I go $20, and that's all I allow myself to do, and then I'm out.
I
Like,
know.
well, that was all my money. Bye.
Deuces.
Yeah, I'd like to go to a cool arcade bar and just play.
Yeah,
Get
I
some,
would like to go to Rec
get some
Room.
fun tickets and like go buy something fun from the whatever
Oh
it's called.
yeah, the award center thing where you can like exchange.
Like a fun
them.
eraser.
I like a fun eraser, like maybe a rainbow eraser.
Yeah.
That only smudges your pencil and doesn't actually erase any of it.
Yeah. Or like, I don't know, piece of gum or something.
Or like those sticky hands that you would always slap people in the hair with and it would get stuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, something fun like that.
So, along the lines of birthdays, like,
Mm.
did you do fun birthday things like go to, when we went to Rutgers, I guess Chuck E. Cheese here would be kind of the same. Like,
I don't
did you
think I
have a
ever
birthday
did
party like
Chuck
that?
E. Cheese, but like my birthday was always in the summer, so it was always kind of hard to get people together because a lot of people went away for the summer.
Oh, true.
So I think I'd usually do my birthday like at the end of the school year so that everyone was still around. But I had a pool in my backyard, so it was usually just like a pool party.
Like an in-ground pool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
it's fun.
fun.
So it would always be like a hang out at the pool kind of thing.
I always thought that was just fake. I didn't think people actually had in-ground pools.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, in Saskatchewan, we never just didn't have that. I mean, there are people that do have it, but they rich.
It was pretty cool. I feel like I feel like when you have an in-ground pool though, you don't use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It takes so much effort to like get yourself organized to get into it.
Yeah. But like it's really not. I just put your bathing suit on and jump in. But like it was
Yeah.
I don't know.
Huh.
So-
So then when you had people come over for your birthday
Mhm.
at the end of the school year,
Yeah.
what would you do? Like pool
Just, like,
parties?
yeah, just pool party. Have food and it was also just cheap. It wasn't like expensive to have kids over and like put chips out and usually Dairy Queen ice cream cake
Yes.
was usually it.
It's the only kind of birthday cake I want.
And then you just put the kids in the pool for like a couple hours and
Send them home.
friends come get them. Yeah.
Ooh, remember the treat bags, prize bags,
Goodie
Surprise
bags.
goodie bags. Yeah,
Those are fun.
and like there was always like a cool thing in there, like in one of them.
Yeah, it always came in those cute little plastic bags.
Yeah,
Are those even a thing anymore?
I don't know. I mean?
I haven't seen them at the like Dollar M or anything though. Maybe Party Place. Maybe I have to go to a Party Place.
Yeah, Party City.
Yeah,
What's the one in Canada that we have?
Party City.
Is it Party City?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would just go there for helium balloons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sucker for balloons. If you have an
Balloons are fun.
occasion, balloons, but
Mm-hmm.
they have to be floating.
Yeah, 100%.
Or
But
if they're
helium's
not
so
floating,
expensive.
Very. Very expensive.
Yeah.
And there's different grades of helium. I didn't know this. Like, if you go to, like, a store for, like, helium balloons, they're only going to float for, like, a day. But if you go to somewhere that actually specializes in balloons, they have, like, this like, great stuff. And your
Huh.
balloons are going to float for, like, 2 months.
I mean, that makes sense, because when I got balloons for your birthday, they were here forever. You never left.
Yeah. And they were great rubber
Yeah, but that was like an actual like
balloon place.
balloon order place, so
Yeah.
they got the goods.
They got that goods.
It's not that Dollarama balloon.
Well, it was like my 30, like the balloons that were in the shape of a 3-0.
Yeah.
Those ones stayed inflated forever.
Mm-hmm. Those ones are good.
Do you remember when I used to keep like inflatable balloons or inflated balloons all the time, and I would scare Chica with them?
Yeah, my little dog. He's so terrified of balloons. I don't know why.
And I was the one who was carrying it towards him,
And
and he still
just
loves me.
Yeah, he's traumatized. I think he's just scared. He hated balloons.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either, because like we never did anything to him as a kid that he'd be scared of balloons. Maybe the sound or something.
Maybe, but his eyesight too wasn't the best.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think he could see the balloon.
I don't know. He's a weird one.
Oh.
I'm scared of really random things, but
Good dog.
good
Good
dog.
dog.
Good dog. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 would recommend
Good
a
dog.
Chico for anyone out there.
10 out of 10. Don't scare your dogs with balloons, though.
No.
Yeah.
I remember when I was little for birthdays, I think it was for my 9th birthday, we went to Pizza Hut. Oh,
Okay.
actually, this is a story that I think my mom wants me to tell. So, we lived on the East Hill, and there was a Pizza Hut at the end of the street on the other side of 2nd Avenue. And 2nd Avenue is like the busy street, right?
Mm.
And so we're walking, and it's super, super cold because it's in January, and like everything freezes over in January. And my mom was walking across the street, but it was like where the driveway kind of begins when you go into a parking lot, so it's
Yeah.
slanted.
Yeah.
And she slipped, and she fell really hard. And apparently, we just laughed at her.
Oh.
And she's like, Michael, you have to tell people on your podcast just how mean you were to me.
Oh.
I'm like, so yeah, anyways, but we went, so she gets up, she's a trooper, she gets to the Pizza Hut, and we all have our pizza and Pepsi and then we went to Rutgers, because if you did your birthday party at Pizza Hut, you got 25 free tokens for Rutgers.
Fun.
Yeah,
I remember Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut was so fun.
it still is. Oh wait, the restaurant, like going into the restaurant.
Yeah.
Remember their lunch?
Yeah. They had like a buffet.
Yeah, the all-you-can-eat pizza.
Oh, so good.
Their
Is
dessert
that still a
pizza was
thing?
so good. No, they don't do that anymore.
Can you actually go into a Pizza Hut still and sit in?
I believe so. Well, they have Wing Street, so it's kind of like a pub where you go in and eat chicken wings.
It's called Wing Street?
Yeah, Pizza Hut Wing Street.
What? What is this?
It's a thing.
Is there one in Toronto?
In all the Pizza Huts, there's a Wing Street. That's why they sell wings now.
Huh.
I think.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
We
I
only
don't-
ever deliver. I also didn't know there was a Pizza Hut, like, really close to our house. I thought it was far. I was like, it's going to take forever to get here.
It's like across the street.
It's across the street.
Yeah.
And I still forget. Anytime I get it, I'm like, where's this coming from? I'm like, oh,
My favorite is when I'm walking home and I walk past it, I'm just like, oh, I should get Pizza Hut.
yeah. Pizza Hut's so good.
I got home from the beach on Friday, and that's all I wanted, just pizza. I just want some pizza. And it was delightful. It was a great time.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
Okay, well, we're coming up to the end here.
Yeah, I can't see.
Like 45 minutes? Almost 45.
Yeah.
We're in the 40s. But one last point that I want to make.
Yeah.
Our friend Fernando.
Yes.
He was messaging me the one day, and he was texting about Okay, Hear Me Out, but he called it OHMO. Okay, hear me out.
Okay.
Right? And I was like, oh my gosh. Our podcast is called Omo.
Oh, I didn't catch because you sent me a video.
Yeah, I almost got hit by a streetcar.
And I didn't catch the first part of that. You just started saying Omo, and I was like, yeah. So now I get it. I get it now. I'm in the loop now. I never am prepared to open up Snapchat videos. So then I miss half the beginning of people talking, and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying.
That's fair. Usually the only time I'll ever send a video on Snapchat is if I'm saying something.
True. But then I miss it every time, so it's fine. And it doesn't let you replay it. Or it does, but like you have to catch it
You
quick.
can only do once a day.
Yeah.
You can only do one
Oh.
replay a day. I think that's how Snapchat works.
Ugh.
It's ridiculous. Makes no sense.
1 out of 10 would not recommend.
All right. Well, Michaela, to your camera. If people want to find you on social media, where are they going to find you?
You can find me at Michaela Todd, and that's MichaelaTodd. And Mike, where are they going to find you if they want to find you?
Gosh, I'm so happy that you asked. If you would like to find me on Instagram, you can find me at MIC1515. That's Mike1515. And if you want to find Michaela Todd and myself at the exact same time on the exact same channel, you can find us at OK Hear Me Out. That's OKAY, Hear Me Out. And welcome to the first video podcast. I don't think they're going to be like an every week thing.
I was going to say, is this like,
I
don't
think
know
it's
if
going to
we
be like a
ever-
special occasion.
Yeah.
Where it's like we want to get on camera, we want to be fancy.
Yeah.
But this was also a way for us to start uploading to YouTube, Instagram Reels,
Mhm.
Facebook video, Snapchat. And I'm just joking.
Snapchat, but you can only replay it once.
That's right. Tune in and make sure you're listening as soon as you click it. Michaela Todd, words of affirmation, go.
I think you should all go to Pizza Hut. You know what? Treat yourself this week. Buy yourself something kind of fun. Something that you've always wanted to get. And just like, treat yourself. You've been working hard. Enjoy.
You're doing really well.
You're doing really, really well. I, for one, maybe will get some sushi this week. What about you? What would you get? Doesn't have to be food.
You know what? I'm going to go and buy the light bulbs that I've been meaning to buy for like the last year.
Fun.
The ones that go in the kitchen.
Yes. The spotlight ones.
That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Well, thanks for listening, everybody, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for tuning in.
And we will see you next time.
Bye.